Relax. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Welcome to Pillow Talk Radio, the most delicious place to be. On this podcast, we explore how to create more connection, possibility, romance, and magic in love and in life. I'm your host and relationship specialist, Cora Boyd. Are you with me? What is up, you guys? I am coming to you live from a starry desert night. My little fingers are freezing. I'm recording this on my phone. You're getting it raw, straight from the source. And yeah, it's worth it though, because these stars, I haven't seen this many stars in a long ass time. It's pretty amazing. So just imagine you're here with me. Today's episode, I want to take you through an understanding of a subtle and very powerful mindset shift from one of a sequential, time-bound mindset to a simultaneous, symbiotic mindset. You've probably heard people say a lot, or maybe you've said it yourself, you need to love yourself first and then you can attract a relationship. Or we hear ourselves or other people say things like, I just need to lose 10 pounds and then I'll love my body. Or once I get all the systems perfectly set up in my business, then my business will be successful. Things like that, right? Where there's a time-bound, sequential, when A, then B paradigm. So the problem here is that as long as one of those variables is subjective, qualitative, ever-evolving metric, like self-love, like happiness with our body, like success, as long as that's the case, we're creating in our mindset separation between where we are now, as we are now, and what it is that we want to experience. And that has a lot of potential to become an indefinite feeling of separation, because we can always love ourselves more. We can love ourselves and we can always love ourselves more. It kind of positions the relationship as something that we earn through loving ourselves. When the reality is that there is some truth to the sequence of this, and this is where it's kind of sneaky and it's kind of slippery, is that we do need to have the foundation of self-love enough that there's a crack of light coming through the door. But really, when it comes to relationships, it's less about earning, right? Hustling for love or earning love. And it's more about allowing it in, because you're already worthy of it, right? And you do need to believe that enough that you can register, you can actually view yourself in that light and see and interpret, oh, okay, this person is into me, this person is hitting on me, where like when we don't love ourselves at all, we're blind to that possibility. We're blind to a lot of the feedback in the external world. And a relationship can help to grow our self-love, and our self-love can help to grow a relationship. We can continue to learn to love ourselves more while we're in a relationship. So there's not a point of completion on point A before we deserve or we have earned point B. You see what I'm saying? So yes, we can grow our self-love, and that can help us to allow love from another person into our lives. The self-love we have for ourselves and the relationship, that can be a simultaneous process of growth. It can be a symbiotic process of growth. With the business, for example, we can be successful. Our business can be successful before we have perfectly set up systems, and we can channel the resources from that success into creating better systems that will then grow the success of our business. You see how it's a simultaneous symbiotic relationship between variable A and variable B. When we allow for this simultaneousness in our mindset and we allow in some of the feeling and some of the experience of what it is we're wanting before the completion of A, right? If we allow in some of B, if we allow in our mindset for us to believe that we can have and experience some of B before the completion of A, B gets to grow A and A gets to grow B. You see what I'm saying? There isn't this indefinite, we can push off as long as we want, we can stall as long as we want, we can hold ourselves back mentally and literally as long as we want to, as long as we want to keep doing that chicken dance of this needs to happen before that can happen. We collapse the timeline. It's not time bound. It's not sequential. There may be elements that are, but it's more of a synergy and a symbiosis than a linear earning. You get to deserve a relationship and still experience days of self-doubt. You get to feel successful before everything is immaculately set up. And you get to be successful before everything is immaculately set up in your business. And you get to become more successful as you set more shit up. And your success gets to funnel into setting more shit up. So I want you to think about where in your life right now you are operating from a sequential, when A is completed, then I will have earned B. Where you're creating separation, unnecessary separation, and potentially indefinite separation between yourself as you are now, where you are now, and what it is you're wanting to experience or wanting to experience more of. So much of this is a question of worthiness, right? And how we so often delay or push off feeling worthy of success or love or happiness until the external ducks have been put in a row. When the truth is, you're worthy now, and yes, we can always move forward. And yes, there is a linear sequential thread, but there is so much more freedom when we look at this from symbiosis and simultaneousness. Because you get to have flavors of what you want now, and then you get to compound and grow those flavors into the full-blown buffet. There isn't separateness. There isn't separateness between you and what you're wanting to experience. The question is, how can I experience some of that now, and how can I compound on what is already here to grow more of it? So that's it. That's it for this evening. As y'all know, this week we are enrolling for Magnetics Love School for women. This is going to be the final round for women. This is a 3-month comprehensive program where you learn everything from the tactical, the strategy, the how, to deepening the healing around worthiness and clearing a lot of these very subtle ways in which we limit ourselves and the ways in which we separate ourselves from what is actually available to us now, like love and self-love. So you can check out more details at coreboydcoaching.com/magnetics, and I will see you in there, or I will see you in the next episode. If this gave you some ponder, if you learned something from this episode, please share it on Instagram, tag me so I can repost, leave a review on Apple Podcasts, whatever whatever you're feeling the call to do, whatever you're inspired to do is deeply appreciated on my part. And I always love to hear your thoughts. I always love to receive your messages on these episodes. So thank you so much. I love you all and talk to you next time. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Pillow Talk Radio. I'm Cora Boyd, and make sure to subscribe so we can keep you in the loop. In the interim, you can find me on Instagram at @the_Cora_Boyd, YouTube Cora Boyd, website coraboydcoaching.com. Have an excellent rest of your day, night, morning, evening, whatever it is, wherever you are, and we'll catch you next week.